In early 2024, I had a dream that I was rising up into the sky. I remember it was a sunny day and there were white clouds and blue skies above me and around me. I saw my right hand outstretched and upwards, and I heard myself say, "Jesus, please don't leave me." I remember that I didn't say these words because I thought Jesus was going to leave me. Rather, I said these words because I was in such shock that the rapture was happening, and I was so desperate to take refuge in Him from the impending chaos and to escape this dark world that those words were just a cry of relief and overwhelm in my soul. After this, I suddenly had a very strong realization that I was dreaming, and that this dream was unusually vivid and real, and I felt as though God was showing me something that I needed to pay attention to. Like some sort of 360-degree camera panning across the whole earth, I saw what seemed like the Alps. Crystal clear rivers, lakes, snow-dotted rocks, and a ski lift. The beautiful natural landscapes reminded me of Switzerland or something similar. All the scenes were moving so fast. From a bird's eye view, I saw a gigantic globe below, slightly situated to my left, and it spun slowly. Then suddenly, I ended up in what felt like an old and dark hospital. There was a strong sense that some catastrophe had happened or was in the process of happening. I also sensed that there was suspense and suffering, and that there were beds overflowing into corridors. I remember seeing a TV screen that was switched onto the news, but I couldn't hear or clearly see what was being spoken. Suddenly, it was as though someone moved my line of sight closer to the letters and numbers under the TV screen, and then enlarged the size of these letters and numbers and made them sharp and bold. Those letters and numbers read capital R, capital G, dash 48. I slowly walked down the hall, and to my left I saw doctors and nurses whispering among themselves, and I heard the words, brain-eating virus leading to death. I really wanted to stand in front of one of the TVs to try and catch what was being reported on the news, but a nurse seemed to realize my presence and repeatedly asked me with increasing impatience, "What is your name? What is your name? What is your name?" I quickly walked away as fast as I could and slipped away through another door, and then I woke up. Being lifted up into the sky and having a strong sense that the rapture was taking place reminds me of 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 verses 16 to 18, which reads, "After that, we who are still alive and are left will be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so we will be with the Lord forever." Seeing the Alps, or more specifically the ski lift, reminded me of Switzerland. I researched when the ski season is in Switzerland and learned that it is usually from around January to March. I feel like this could be of some relevance and significance, but I am unsure and hope that someone with a gift of dream interpretation might reach out to me. researching what the meaning and significance of RG-48 led me to a civil defense operational survival plan for American states, including Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Mississippi, North Carolina, South Carolina, Puerto Rico, Memphis City, Tennessee, Chattanooga City, and Alcorn City. I have included a direct link to this survival plan somewhere around this video. I've never posted a video to YouTube before, so I'll figure out where to put it, and I'll state it clearly. I have also learned that many of the states I just mentioned have faced devastating hurricanes. I have also learned these hurricanes have and can lead to warm, wet and humid weather conditions, perfect for brain-eating viruses to thrive, such as Naegleria fowleri. I've also provided some peer-reviewed research articles detailing how these viruses come about. The sense of doom, suffering, suspense and war, as well as the overall sense of plague-like sickness, reminds me of the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verses 7 to 8, which reads, "When he opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth living creature say, 'Come.' And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and its rider's name was Death, and Hades followed behind him. And they were given authority over a fourth of the earth to kill with sword, and with famine, and with pestilence, and by wild beasts of the earth." The nurse repeatedly asking me, "What is your name?" might suggest that Christians will be raptured before the fourth seal is opened. I have only recently learned that the 24 elders, whom I believe to represent the church, appear in the book of Revelation before the opening of the seals. Please refer to Revelation chapter 4, verse 4. These interpretations are in no way definitive. They are better described as me reflecting on the meaning behind this unusually vivid dream, which contained details that I had no previous idea about. For example, letters RG-48 being associated with something medical or a defense emergency survival plan, or that brain-eating viruses even exist. Thank you for listening to my dream. Please take everything and test it against Scripture. The authority of Scripture is our test and our test alone. That is our standard and nothing else. Please bring this before God before you accept it. I'm just trying to be faithful to what I feel convicted by for a long time now. Thank you again for listening. There are more dreams that I believe that I have received, and I have added these onto my YouTube channel titled Read to Redeemed. Thank you again for listening. Bye.